good news for Canucks fans because we have forced a Game 7 tonight at 6 p.m. against the Las Vegas Golden Knights. For more on the shutout win last night and looking ahead to Game 7 tonight, we're joined by Sportsnet 650's Dan Riccio. Welcome back. I'm glad we're talking about positive news today.
Yeah, what a game it was. The Canucks just continue to stay alive.
And let's talk about Thatcher Demko. This guy is shaping up to be the story of these NHL playoffs. Rookie in the playoffs, and he's just a wall right now, just getting peppered with shots last night. Let's talk about his performance and look ahead to tonight.
Yeah, well, he was just literally unbeatable last night. Another 48 saves. He stopped 90 of 91 shots in these last two games. In the series, because he did relieve Markstrom in the Game 1 loss, he stopped 94 of 95 shots. It's really been an incredible run for Thatcher Demko. Set records last night, the most saves in a regulation shutout in NHL playoff history with the 48 that he made. It's been the biggest story of the playoffs over the last couple of days.
That's amazing. Okay, so any update on the injury that Markstrom's facing right now?
No update as of right now. He is still on the sidelines, very questionable to play tonight. Obviously, Travis Green is not tipping his hand as to who his goaltender will officially be. But at this point, it is very difficult to see anybody other than Thatcher Demko in net for the Canucks tonight.
And you don't think there's any fatigue worries there with them just playing last night? I mean, he's a young guy, so he's got that vigor, right?
Well, he's talked a lot about his sleep routines. He might have barely just been able to get in before curfew last night, which is usually around 10 o'clock for Thatcher Demko. But fatigue is always a worry. When any goalie is playing on the second half of the back-to-back, playing two nights in a row is not great. We saw Markstrom do it a couple of times. When he did it on Sunday, he wasn't very good, and it led to his injury that has kept him on the sidelines right now. Earlier in the playoffs against the Minnesota Wild, he was very poor in the Game 4 win that the Canucks had. They bailed out their goalie in that one. But it's always difficult for a goalie to play both halves of the back-to-back, and I think we'll see Vegas switch it up, but the Canucks are going with Demko.
Okay. As we close it out here, there was during the first there was over 10 minutes where we didn't have a shot. So looking ahead to tonight's Game 7, what do we need to do to create more offensive chances?
I don't know if the Canucks are really into that. I mean, they're probably going to have to. I don't know if Demko will be able to shut out Vegas again, but the way that they've played in front of Demko is to really try and slow the game down. They're not taking any risks offensively or putting too many offensive players, being overly aggressive. They are taking their chances on the counterattack when they can, when Vegas commits too many players forward. Otherwise, the Canucks are staying in a very solid defensive posture and trying to work the game that way. Over these last two nights, you can't say it hasn't worked.
Okay, we'll all be doing our homework tonight and watching the game, and I sincerely hope we get to talk to you next week, Dan.
Yeah, me too.
Okay,
sounds good.
You have a great one, and we'll talk soon. That's Dan Riccio from Sportsnet 650.